Hi, I'm Todd Wente, and this is the Daily 180, 180 seconds of motivation and inspiration intended to help you take action and improve your life. Today is episode number 39 of the Daily 180, and we're going to stay with some stories that I have learned from when I was much younger than I am now, that have been valuable for me as I've gone throughout my life. This one goes back to my childhood, and it's the third example that I have in my life of stories about buckets. And what they can do for us. This one comes from a time when my grandmother took a trip to China, and she came back with a wooden figurine of a Chinese man, an old Chinese man, who had a yoke that was stretched between his shoulders, and he had two buckets on it. And I remember asking my grandmother, what's the point of this? What would they carry in the buckets? And she said, well, oftentimes in ancient China, as in other places, cities and towns were built near rivers, but not necessarily with running water. In my little child mind, I didn't understand that, but I took her at her word. And she said that oftentimes people would have to travel quite some ways to go to where the rivers or the wells were and get water and bring it back. And I said, Grandma, why would they have the old people go and carry water in these heavy buckets that they would put across their shoulders? She said, well, when they're balanced, they can carry somebody can carry something a very long ways if they're balanced. So even old people and even children could carry water a long ways if they were balanced on two ends of the yoke. Well, I remembered this as I went forward in my life, and I thought about all of the different ways that we receive input from the world about who we are and about our place in the world, and about how unbalanced it can be. We receive lots of negative information all the time from all kinds of different comparisons, both comparisons about ideals in the world around us and comparisons just simply that maybe we don't measure up as well as we would like, from all kinds of different sources, some of them intending to be that way and some of them not so much. That weighs down a bucket that we carry of negative information about ourselves. If we want to be helpful to other people around us, we should remember that they also have a bucket that receives positive information, and remember to make dumps in that positive bucket as much as we possibly can, because that'll help balance out, even out the information that we receive about ourselves, that they receive about themselves, and allow them to carry on. The takeaway from today, obviously, is find some way to give somebody good information about how they are meeting things, about how they're good enough, and see what kind of a difference that can make in their lives as they try and carry their burden through life. This has been the Daily 180. My name is Todd Wente. Thanks very much for your time. Go forth and conquer. We'll see you next time.